steamrolled me.
You started it. You got mad first
because
you yelled first.
But we're agreeing on 99.1% of this whole thing, except why there are 4 quarterbacks here. And hey, real quick about Purdy. That's over. We know who the starter is if healthy. My thing and why I took issue is with not you, the media, and everybody. It seems like having Trey's funeral. And so mine ain't 2 or 3 second or third string. It's remaining on the team. And that's all I was trying to convey. And you came at me. You rose up. That's a front.
I'll say it again. I thought you started it. And I thought you
Evan,
came in.
Can you help us? Because
I thought you came in here with an agenda.
Stop. We talked before this show.
No, very little. Very little because you were distracted.
Now you telling tall tales now.
You better find that clip that you think you heard me say.
Oh, it was profound.
Oh, okay. Well, Evan didn't remember.
Evan.
Yeah, that's right. I'm bringing it in the middle of it, Evan.
Evan, that hurt.
All right, what do we got?
Okay, Evan, just help me out now. It might have been about 115, 120. You just said, Evan, this quarterback situation, the way Kyle's handling it all, I can't put my finger on it, but there is something there. And I'm paraphrasing.
Oh, no, what I said was 888-957-9570. Would you have done anything differently?
No, it wasn't that.
How's he handled it? Do you like the way he's handled it? You not like the
Evan,
way he's handled it?
you don't remember, and the way only style, you did it perfect. You were like,
he doesn't remember.
There's just something that,
it might not have been those words, but I think we're all trying to figure out what he's doing with the quarterbacks because from his actions, I can't even tell if he knows what he's doing on a day-to-day basis outside of the snap count that they have laid out, who he thinks is, going to be number 1, which is Brock Purdy. Like, outside of that, I think he's waiting for the quarterback room to basically make the decision for him.
Evan, and I got to be careful, and I want you to, because you had a profound point about Brock Purdy and Darnold, why he's here along with the force. Evan, I'm asking you this because I mean it. I'm not mad at Kyle yet. And that's why I was able to compartmentalize and tell you guys, Trey's still on this team. And I got to slow my roll because I'm yelling at you because I was getting yelled at, but I'm yelling at you like Trey's been released. He has not. And that's the energy I was asking you to help me find, Steiny. Why are people so quick to say this kid's out of town?
I am going to, this is where because now I've heard Willard bring it up. I don't think,
they don't like him.
I don't see it.
Okay, no, that's now I got you.
I don't see the media. Well, first of all, if we want to get into this, we can get into this.
We can.
Everybody in the media has an agenda. All right. I think I try to be fair. People would say you're the furthest thing from fair. I get that, but I don't think there's any concerted agenda by the media, or there's this groundswell of media / fans who are like trying to run Trey Lance out of town. I just do not believe
you're
that.
one of them.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I don't believe there's any of them.
Oh, okay.
But what I believe is if you're a media guy and you have observed the way the quarterback situation has come down ever since Trey Lance got drafted, it's becoming fair to start saying, is this guy going to ever play? Is he good enough to play? Does Kyle that's
Does Kyle think he can play?
Well, he did 3 years ago.
San Jose Jazz fan, real quick, Steiny. Steiny, you started it, and then Jeff, never go left, Jeff. Guru, you started it.
So this is from Mike Silvers.
Okay.
Lance split second team reps with Sam Darnold, the quarterback who seems to be winning the competition to be Brock Purdy's backup. All right, is that is that an agenda, or is that like Mike Silvers writing? It appears, seems that Darnold's winning this backup job. Okay. Meanwhile, four-stringer Brandon Allen got more run than his status typically would suggest. Okay. This is I guess the line. Ready?
Yeah. And the title of it all.
Put it all together, along with some comments from Shanahan to me, and it creates a question, will Lance be on the roster when the 49ers open the season?
Yeah. And if you read the title, 49ers QB Challenge,
but
pick the best 3, even if that forces out Trey Lance.
Yes. Do
you believe that to be? Well, yeah, you just stated you don't think they see it in him.
All I'm saying is I've watched the quarterback situation for 3 years, and this sentence, will Lance be on the it creates an unbelievable question. Will Lance be on the roster when the Niners open the season? It's like, I mean, yesterday I remember saying maybe Brandon Allen will be the backup quarterback.
Colin was from the SF Chronicle, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Mike Silver, SF Chronicle. So it's like, I don't think it's unfair to ask the question if Trey's going to be around at the start of the season after looking at the last 3 years.
Yeah, and I would be blown away, Steiny. I get you lost a starting job. I get that. But to be off the roster, I mean, then that'll be one that you can take the victory lap on. Like, Goo, not only did they see it, they may have never saw it, even though they gave them the starting job last year for whatever reason.
See, they're like, there are no victory laps for me. Like, I haven't said anything.
No, you have.
What have I said?
And you've been consistent, and this is not harsh. You said, Goo, I think they have seen something to where they don't think this kid got it. I'm paraphrasing. And you just kind of said it a couple seconds ago.
I'm not going to back off that.
Oh, but that's what it is, and that's fine.
Do you disagree with me?
Yes, because I don't think we've seen him fail since breaking his ankle up until now to get supplanted by two guys. One that, has thrown how many interceptions in his NFL career, and Darnold and Allen, oh my goodness. So you talk about losing the starting position, that's one thing, but to go down the slope of sliding all the way off the roster and losing to Darnold and Allen, that's heavy. I got to go to Evan real quick here, Steiny. Evan, can you bring up that
team
point?
Up with him on
no,
there?
Not at all. Evan, you coaching?
He needs a double team.
No, the broken rib thing that you brought up with Purdy last year. That was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, my point was just simply, we were talking about Trey obviously a lot here and how Brandon Allen's an indictment of him, but why isn't Brandon Allen's presence in the quarterback room an indictment of Brock Purdy? Because he was just recently quoted as saying he's playing with broken ribs last year. He's coming off of elbow surgery. How do we know that Brock Purdy's not an injury-prone quarterback? And so Kyle Shanahan's trying to protect his quarterback room with a third-quality quarterback. Why is it just about Trey? Why can't it be about Brock as well as also Sam Darnold, who's learning a new playbook and has had snaps taken away from him? Why is it got to just be about Trey?
Well, that's interesting.
Steiny Guru, here's a hypothetical. Say everything last season, let's say after everything last season, Purdy wasn't good. Okay, so Purdy comes in, he wasn't good.
Yeah.
Would Lance be the starter, or would it be between him and Darnold?
I got to believe.
I don't know.
Now I got to be careful.
I have no idea.
Steiny, if it were my team and I did what they did to bring Lance in, and I also started him for whatever reason, in my world it's a different reason than yours. I get it. Man, there's no doubt he would get the reins again, just to show us, to make sure, you know what? The tranny is done. I got a blown gasket in my engine. I need a new one. And in a couple of weeks here, if Trey Lance somehow was not a 49er headed to Pittsburgh, I will say I got it wrong. But what I also got wrong, and I'll take the L for Wiseman. I always thought, you know what? It's coming. It's going to come. It never came. He was out of here. But if Trey were to fall that far and not be on this team, and them not to even want to see what he can do with McCaffrey, I just like, oh my God. I ain't mad at anybody. I'm just like, damn, they never saw us, Donnie.
What if I tell you, I believe, I don't think Trey's fallen. I don't think he's fallen. I think he's the quarterback who he was, and they want to upgrade. Whether Trey's the third string, second string, or starter, it's like, I just think they want to upgrade.